being everywhere. Earlier today, we talked about how much longshore operations have progressed throughout history. One of the key differences between past and present operations we recognize is the widespread use of powered industrial vehicles in modern-day longshore operations. There are a good variety of PITs we use here on the waterfront. Jockey trucks, forklifts, empty container handlers or side picks, and full container handlers, also called top picks, are just a few. Bulldozers, front-end loaders, rubber-tired gantries, RTGs, and reach stackers are also pretty common around here. Whether you are operating a powered industrial truck or working around one, always stay alert to your surroundings. We will go into detail later today about how to safely work with and around these powerful machines. But for now, just remember, a human is no match for these incredible pieces of equipment. Any accident involving powered industrial equipment can result in a disabling injury, but are usually fatal incidents. You may have seen some of these types of equipment, like forklifts, front-end loaders, or bulldozers, at construction sites or warehouses in other industries. Much like those workplaces, we use these vehicles to lift and transport materials which are not in containers. Jockey trucks, also called hostlers, mules, UTRs, or hustlers, are similar to switcher locomotives found on railways. These trucks move and position trailers and freight in cargo yards and warehouses. Because a substantial amount of goods are shipped in containers, a variety of equipment is used to move and position containers. Empty container handlers move and stack containers without any goods inside, whereas full container handlers move, well, full containers. Reach stackers also handle containers. Reach stackers are able to transport containers short distances very quickly and pile them in rows 3 to 4 containers deep and about 5 to 6 containers high. A rubber-tired gantry, also called a transtainer, can stack containers in the yard up to 6 rows wide and 6 containers high. Cranes are used to move the cargo handled on the waterfront to and from the vessels and docks. Believe it or not, there are quite a few different kinds of cranes. Here are a few: container gantry cranes, mobile harbor cranes, pedestal cranes, and transtainers. There are also truck cranes, rail-mounted whirlies, vessel cranes, and vessel derricks. Gantry cranes are a familiar sight at container terminals. A gantry crane is a highly specialized shoreside crane that we use to load and discharge containers from vessels or barges. Over here we have a rail-mounted whirly. These cranes are a pretty big deal because they can rotate 360 degrees to pick up and deposit loads. Before whirly cranes, longshoremen had to use several cranes to hand off cargo to move it from its original location to its destination. Truck cranes also lend a great deal of efficiency to operations, providing mobility of the crane for flexible work. Vessel cranes and vessel derricks are mounted on vessels and are called ship's gear. Floating derricks are mounted on specialized vessels. Next, we will scope out the different types of jobs in the longshore industry that make this place maintain a steady flow of performance. First, let's reinforce what you just learned about longshore equipment with a self-check.